In the Gospel, Jesus heals the paralytic. But what has happened in this story of healing of the paralytic person? Jesus was teaching in the synagogue on the Sabbath, and there were so many scribes and the Pharisees attending the prayer. And Jesus knew about their intentions, and the people were watching at Jesus that he is going to do something on Sabbath. So they wanted to find out the mistakes of Jesus. So people were there watching, observing to find out the mistakes of Jesus. The mistake here is whether this person is going to heal on the Sabbath or not, whether he is going to do work on Sabbath or not. According to them, Sabbath is holy. On that day they should not do any good works, any works. So seeing their intentions, knowing their intentions, Jesus put this question: I put it to you, is it against the law on the Sabbath to do good or to do evil, to save life or to destroy it? Then he looked round at them all and said to the man, stretch out your hand. He did so, and his hand was better. But they were furious and began to discuss the best way of dealing with Jesus. So when Jesus healed this person, the people were furious. They were aggressive. They were angry because Jesus has broken the Sabbath law. So what we find here, people are legalistic, ritualistic. So they have given importance to the rules, regulations, rituals, ceremonies, all these things. But they have forgotten, or they don't know the true spirit of the law. They don't know the need of the people. So even though they are all together, so they are only seeing or observing the rules, regulations. But there is a person, the paralytic person is there. He is suffering, and nobody is pleading to Jesus, because before this incident, Jesus has healed so many people. Jesus has healed the deaf and dumb. He has healed so many sick people. They have brought, the centurion came to Jesus to pray for his servant. Jesus has raised the dead, but inside the synagogue, everybody knew Jesus has healed so many people, but nobody is interceding for this person to Jesus. On the other hand, they are trying to find his mistakes. So this is what sometimes our spirituality is. Our spirituality is based on inside the synagogue, inside the church, inside the temple or mosque. But people, those who are in need, we are not concerned, we are not worried about. So Jesus came into this world to save life, to give life. So this is what we have to see. And Jesus is telling, the Son of Man is the Lord of the Sabbath. It is not Sabbath is meant for man. It is not man is meant for Sabbath, but Sabbath is meant for man. So this is what we have to always show our love, care, compassion, mercy, forgiveness to our fellow human beings, those who are in need. And Jesus is the healer of everything. This person was paralyzed. His hand was dried, was not working. Sometime also let us place ourselves in in this in the place of this person, like paralytic person. Even though the scribes and the Pharisees, they were not paralyzed, but they were paralyzed in their spiritual life, in their moral life. They were paralyzed in their good works, good intentions, good deeds. So now, actually, not this paralytic person needs the love of Jesus or mercy or compassion of Jesus. Actually, the scribes and the Pharisees, such type of people, they need God's healing touch. Let us pray in this Mass that we may always show our love, care, mercy, compassion to the needy, the poor, the sick, the insane, or the sinners. Jesus said from the cross, Father, forgive them, they do not know what they are doing. So there, Jesus is showing his love, mercy, compassion even to the sinners. Let us pray in this Mass that we may always receive the blessings of Jesus and his healing touch. And let us try to understand the true meaning of Sabbath.